Are you worried about your kidney health? Imagine being told that your kidney disease is irreversible, that there's nothing more you can do. But what if I told you that's not the whole truth? While we're often told that CKD means an inevitable decline, that's not always the case. Today's science shows us that there are people whose kidney function remains stable, or even improves, despite being in advanced stages of the disease. You might wonder, how is this possible? What sets these individuals apart is their ability to address the root cause of kidney disease naturally, without depending on an overload of medications. With my background in natural medicine and my years of experience, I'm here to share 5 effective ways to reduce your reliance on the most commonly prescribed, and potentially harmful, drugs for CKD. There are 5 supplements that genuinely work as natural remedies for the underlying issues damaging your kidneys. We'll explore what helps with proteinuria, diabetes, high blood pressure, and more. Many CKD patients follow a similar journey. After diagnosis, they're handed a long list of medications by their doctors. But here's the truth: no drug can truly protect your kidneys. These medications mainly manage the symptoms and complications of CKD, all while carrying the underlying assumption that dialysis is just a matter of time. Does this sound familiar? If it does, it's time to break the cycle. Let's dive into the natural supplements that can make a real difference. Stay tuned, because what you learn today could be the key to transforming your well-being. Let's talk about proteinuria, a key indicator of your kidney health. It's not just about how your kidneys are functioning now, it also gives us a glimpse into their future. It may sound surprising, but it's true. That's why keeping an eye on your proteinuria levels, sometimes reported as albuminuria, is so crucial. So, what can you do to ensure these levels stay in check? If you ask your doctor, they'll likely mention a couple of options. First, there are ACE inhibitors and ARBs, common medications like lisinopril or losartan. These are often prescribed for both proteinuria and high blood pressure, and while they can be effective, they aren't without side effects. Over time, these medications can contribute to kidney damage. They're also a leading cause of high potassium levels in CKD patients, which can be dangerous. Another, newer option is SGLT2 inhibitors, like Farxiga. This medication works well too, but it's pricey, sometimes up to $500 a month, and comes with its own risks, like urinary tract infections. So, how can you lower your proteinuria naturally? Let's explore the alternatives that can help you take control without relying solely on medications. One powerful option is vitamin D, often called the kidney vitamin for good reason. It's incredibly effective against proteinuria, and supplementing with it can lead to a quick and significant improvement. In a recent placebo-controlled trial, kidney disease patients who took just 2 micrograms of paracalcitol, a vitamin D analog, saw their proteinuria levels drop by 34% in a short period. Here's why vitamin D is so crucial: many essential processes in the body falter when vitamin D levels are too low. Proteinuria can skyrocket as the kidneys suffer damage. Blood pressure often remains stubbornly high because of vitamin D deficiency triggers the renin-angiotensin system, RAS, leading to kidney and cardiovascular injuries. This is exactly what ACE inhibitors and ARBs are designed to counteract, but if your vitamin D levels are low, these medications may not work as effectively as they should. This is especially important because 8 out of 10 CKD patients have low levels of vitamin D. If you're serious about protecting your kidneys, supplementing with vitamin D is a must. Next, let's talk about another common cause of kidney damage: diabetes, and how you can address it both with medications and natural approaches. When it comes to kidney health, there's no real progress unless we address the root cause of the damage, and for nearly half of CKD sufferers, that cause is diabetes. If you have diabetes and want to protect your kidneys naturally, managing your blood sugar levels needs to be your top priority. So, what are the most common medications people use for diabetes? First, there's metformin. It's a generally safe and effective drug that helps improve insulin sensitivity. However, like any medication, it has its downsides. For instance, in the later stages of CKD, metformin can build up in your blood, which isn't ideal. Then there are SGLT2 inhibitors, like Farxiga, which can be particularly beneficial if you're dealing with both diabetes and proteinuria. But as we've discussed before, these medications can be very expensive. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against medications. I'm not one of those internet experts with my head in the sand, claiming all prescriptions are bad. They aren't. But there are natural alternatives that can sometimes deliver even better results, and without the side effects. So, what can you do to manage diabetes naturally? Let's explore some options. One of my top recommendations is apple cider vinegar. Unfiltered ACV is a true ally for people with diabetes. All you need to do is dilute 1 to 2 tablespoons in a glass of water and drink it before your main meals. Several studies have shown that real ACV can significantly boost insulin response and lower blood sugar levels, benefiting your kidneys and overall health, not just for those with diabetes. Another must-have is cinnamon. It's incredibly effective for managing diabetes and comes with virtually no side effects, as long as you stick to Ceylon cinnamon rather than the cheaper cassia variety. Just a few teaspoons before meals can lead to noticeable improvements. Now, if you're ready to take things a step further, consider adding one of the most powerful natural supplements out there, Berberine. This supplement can have effects similar to metformin on glucose levels. But why opt for berberine over metformin? The key reason is to avoid kidney damage, which is what we're trying to prevent, right? Studies have shown that berberine's effects are comparable to conventional lipid drugs, but with much lower toxicity. These supplements are fantastic. But if your goal is to truly put diabetes into remission, there's one more critical step: your diet. Without a solid diet, you'll likely end up needing more and more medications to manage symptoms, and the side effects from all those pills will only multiply. Don't fall into that trap. Recent studies have shown that for people with type 2 diabetes, diet alone can be enough to send diabetes into remission. Make sure your diet is working for you. Focus on getting most of your calories from carbohydrates, not protein, and especially not meat. Yes, you heard me right. If you have diabetic kidney disease, restricting protein and calories is the way to go. You don't need to cut out all carbs, just sugar and processed high GI carbs. If you want more details on how to set up your diet, check out the video I've linked above. It's a great resource for anyone struggling to improve their diabetes numbers. And since we're talking about berberine, there's another major issue it can help with, one that's a leading cause of kidney damage, as well as heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. Let's talk about cholesterol. We all know it's important to keep cholesterol levels in check if you want healthy kidneys. But what many people don't realize is that if you have diabetes or kidney disease, your cholesterol levels should be even lower than what's typically recommended for the general population. This is especially crucial if you're dealing with diabetes. Some doctors now suggest that LDL, or bad cholesterol, should be kept below 70 mg per deciliter, rather than the usual recommendation of 100 milligrams per deciliter for the general population. Achieving this can be challenging, especially because diabetes tends to lower your good cholesterol while raising your bad cholesterol. But this recommendation highlights just how vital it is to manage this health marker. The challenge with managing cholesterol often lies in the medications prescribed, like statins. While they're effective at lowering cholesterol, they come with a range of serious side effects. Statins can harm your kidneys by depleting vital nutrients like vitamin D and CoQ10, both essential for kidney health. They can also cause muscle pain, worsen anemia, and leave you feeling sick and weak. Sure, they might help you live longer, but at what cost to your quality of life? So, how can you lower your bad cholesterol naturally? Let's explore some alternatives that won't compromise your well-being. Let's start with berberine. It's not just effective for diabetes. Studies show that berberine can reduce bad cholesterol by an average of 25%. Plus, it positively impacts triglycerides and other markers too. Another great option is phytosterols, also known as plant sterols and stanols. These natural compounds work by blocking cholesterol absorption in your intestines during digestion. This forces your body to pull bad cholesterol out of your bloodstream, leading to lower levels. Research shows that just 2 grams of phytosterols per day can reduce bad cholesterol by 8 to 10%, and you'll see results in just a few weeks. Unlike statins, phytosterols don't come with unwanted side effects, making them a fantastic choice for protecting your kidneys while managing cholesterol. Of course, diet plays a crucial role too. To control cholesterol naturally, focus on a diet rich in plants and vegetables, very low in sugar, and low in saturated fats. This kind of eating plan can make a big difference in keeping your cholesterol levels in check. Now, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of kidney health: blood pressure. To improve your kidney function, keeping your blood pressure below 130/80 is essential. I know it's not easy, and it's not your fault. Your kidneys play a crucial role in regulating blood pressure. When they start to fail, fluids can build up, causing your blood pressure to rise. That's likely why you might be on one or more blood pressure medications. Here's a surprising truth, though: many blood pressure medications can be quite harsh on the kidneys and may even cause additional damage. A major study on improving kidney function with CKD highlights that controlling blood pressure is key to seeing improvement, but it also shows that it's possible to achieve this without heavy reliance on medications. You can take a look at this part of the study titled "Renal Function Can Improve at Any Stage of Chronic Kidney Disease," which is shown on the screen right now. Remarkably, many of the participants who saw improvements were in stage 5, pre-dialysis. So, how can you manage your blood pressure effectively without leaning too heavily on medications? Let's explore some natural strategies to keep your blood pressure in check while supporting your kidney health. Keeping your blood pressure under control without medications can be a challenge, but it's definitely achievable with some focused changes. Let's start with your diet, something we all know is crucial but often overlook. To manage blood pressure, you need to keep your sodium intake low, ideally below 1,500 milligrams per day. That's less than a teaspoon of salt, which is a lot less than many people think. The common misconception is that avoiding the salt shaker is enough, but sodium hides in processed foods, not just in your salt container. Many packaged products can contain almost your entire daily sodium limit in just one serving. So, be extra cautious with processed foods. It can truly make a difference. Another often overlooked supplement for blood pressure is magnesium. Many people with CKD are deficient in this vital mineral, which can contribute to high blood pressure. Magnesium is especially beneficial if you're also taking vitamin D or managing diabetes. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of garlic. I saved this for last because garlic isn't just good for blood pressure, it's a powerhouse. It has been used as a natural alternative to metformin for diabetes, and it can lower both systolic and diastolic pressure by an average of 8.3 and 5.5 millimeters of mercury, respectively. Garlic also helps with cholesterol, inflammation, and boosting the immune system. If you're looking to reduce your reliance on medications and improve your kidney health, incorporating these strategies can make a real difference. And, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like our channel for more exciting new videos.